Welcome to our very first New Zealand motorcycle road trip vlog, video, thing, YouTube clip, whatever. Welcome. My name is Matt, and riding on the back of the camera is my lovely wife, Juliet. This trip was planned as an outing for my 51st birthday, and we also planned to link up with Juliet's brother Nick on his KTM, and John, an old mate from school days who has tamed a Triumph Tiger. Our mount is a BMW GS 800A. Don't forget the A, because A is for adventure, and that's what we're doing. Adventuring! This is not a bike review. This is just a record of our journey around the East Cape of New Zealand, the hard way. Now that all the introductions are done, let's get cracking. On day 2, the plan was to backtrack to Wairoa and head up the Tiniroto road that links Frasertown to Gisborne. Instead of going into Gisborne, we hung a left onto the Wharekaupai road to Rere, and we eventually popped out onto State Highway 2. We would then take a left onto the Motu road at Matawai. We planned to fill up in Aporiki, which is 10 minutes in the wrong direction, but we felt it was worth knowing we had a full tank of gas before heading out to get to our overnight stop in Hicks Bay. We'll put the link to this map, this Google plot, in the description below. So we left Ma here as early as possible and had a pretty decent brekkie in Wairoa's main street. I believe it was underneath the old picture theatre, one of my old haunts. John had sorted out his motorcycle issues and was now able to join us for the East Cape leg of this trip. So we linked up with him on our way out of town, on our way to Frasertown and the Tiniroto road. Here's a fun fact about Wairoa. I actually survived my teenage years in Wairoa and have a few stories to share, maybe for another time. With full tanks, and John out front, we were on our way out to Frasertown, then up the Tiniroto road, which is the inland road from Wairoa to Gisborne. It's jammed packed full of twisties and beautiful country scenery. That's as far as I've been on this road.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We might come and live here next.
The best is yet to come. Let's buy it. There you go.
Yeah. See what our accountant thinks. Good investment, boss.
Who's that? He's on holiday. He's not thinking. Look at that.
From Tiragi to Tiniroto road.
This has been for sale for a while. I reckon if you come in here, you'd probably buy it pretty easily.
Oh look, you could be the postman on your little red bike.
There we go. Country roads to ride on. But a few logging trucks.
Yeah, you don't need freaking customers.
A lot of this gets, a fair few people ride bikes and that through here, and if there was a good reason to stop, they would.
Yeah, good coffee, always a good reason.
And some good, some good food, eh? That is just don't have to wait too long for.
Good investment, Nick.
Yeah, great, mate.
Yep.
Depends on the money, eh? Here we go, Nicky McHugh.
I thought this place is supposed to be a bit bigger than this. It's in a roto. I must have people from school here.
Right. I mean, it's got quite a district there. There's a bit of a fair community out here.
Yeah, I would have thought so.
Yeah.
It's pretty remote, eh?
Yeah. Not too far though. You got Gizzy that way.
Oh yeah, okay.
It's still a hike to Gizzy. Yeah, it's still a hike to Gizzy from here though. And as we've seen, the road's just, there's not too many straights on it.
Yeah.
Good fun on the bike though. But there's another loop out here, but I think we'll leave that for today.
Yeah.
I think it's better that we can, that's one that's pretty accessible to do at some point in the future, unless you want to do it now.
Nah.
No.
If we get to Rere out the back,
Yeah.
get onto that Te Thingy Road, get to Apotiki, then back out to Hicks, that's a
Yeah.
big day.
Yeah,
Isn't
that's
it?
right. Get out to somewhere and have a look around where we've never seen here.
Yeah, never seen Hicks Bay and shit.
Yeah. Alright.
Nice bit of barley pine there, John.
Yeah, comes in handy, eh? You never know what you might need it for. Yeah.
Do you know how to get to Rere?
Say again?
Do you know how to get to Rere?
Yeah, it's easy. We just follow and then cross over.
That's
Yeah.
my sort of navigating, easy.
Yeah.
Instead of going into Gisborne on this leg, we took the turn to take us through Rere, which is another place I lived when I was knee-high to a grasshopper. I've no memory of living here, but I've seen the photos and thought it'd be cool to update the family archives with some more. And here we are at Rere. Ta-da! Used to live up there, and Dad was the principal of that school there. And it is a cool school. Everything you'd want. Look at that. Hello Juliet.
Hello.
Hello John. Hello Nick. So here's us at Rere. Just a few clicks on past the school, you'll come across the world famous Rere rock slide. It's a flat slab of smooth rock nearly 60 metres long that slopes down into a deep pool, which supposedly makes it safe to ride down on any sort of floating device. After a serious amount of watching and debate, consideration to the weather, it was pretty cold, and with quite a few k's ahead of us, we made an adult decision not to tempt fate on this trip. And we got the hell out of there before we changed our minds. The back roads through to State Highway 2 were actually pretty good for unsealed roads, especially when you compare it to State Highway 38. This gave Nick a chance to let off some steam, and he laid a bit of a trench deep enough to lay the fibre that rural communities so desperately need. Te Wera Road pops out onto State Highway 2, and then to get to the Motu Road from there you have to turn back in the general direction of Gisborne for about 10 minutes. We stopped in Matawai for a rest and coffee and a pie while me and Juliet had our gluten-free but rather bounced around muffins at this cool little cafe right on the corner. Probably a good idea to have a chill here as the Motu road starts right around this bend and it's a twisty gravel track. The Motu road is 65k from Matawai to the coast, including about 48k of gravel, and it rises to about 800 metres, so it's fairly high up. And now we know the Motu road is not really a road, it's more a track. You could get a car through, but only if you didn't care too much about it, and I'm guessing that as far as taking a rental car through, you'd be in serious breach of your contract if you did that. It was perfect for our breed of bikes. Quite a challenge. There's often not much room for error, as the road edges do drop away in places with near vertical drops of 100 metres or more. Fun fact about the Motu road. The first full trip over the Motu road by motorcar was reported to be in 1914. The driver commented, "It was the most dangerous trip in New Zealand and I would not take it on again except in case of urgent business." Anyhow, the Motu township itself consists of a small school, a few houses and not much else, although it does have a Queen Street and a King Street. The forest and the scenery is stunning, but be aware, there's not much room for two vehicles to meet. There's very little visibility or warning of oncoming traffic. We did meet maybe a handful of vehicles, but they were all taking their time and respecting this amazing track. We had John take the lead, so we were well warned of tricky bits and also when we were to dodge oncoming traffic. The Beamer fully loaded with 2 up was definitely quite challenged to manipulate down this road. But it was great practice for our bigger adventures in the future. This is definitely a place we're going to revisit with our mountain bikes. There are some of New Zealand's finest rides located in this area. Google it. Motu Road exits onto State Highway 35, which is the main road that services the East Cape of New Zealand. This road begins at Apotiki. It comes off the end of State Highway 2. So we filled up in Apotiki and then we began our long route around the coast towards Hicks Bay. Although absolutely amazing scenery, I keep saying amazing, but this is amazing scenery, our sense of adventure was giving way to fatigue. And after the concentrated Ks we'd already ticked off for the day, only real motivation was to get to our stop at Hicks Bay safely. Not to say we didn't enjoy the ride, as we did. This part of the coast will definitely get a revisit of a tent, so this time we can camp along the way and just chill out for a bit. We arrived at Hicks Bay Motor Lodge in the dark, and after checking in we found our rooms, and then we headed into dinner at the on-site restaurant. And this ends day 2. Man, what a day.